Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. May he face Magran's fires in his next life. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Don Shore is safer for all of us. Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the Envoy thing doesn't work out.
Good.
Are you sure this will work?
Good, sir. I'd bet my life on it. My formula is the most effective in the living lands. Results in as few as 3 to 8 weeks. Guaranteed.
Hear me, Paradise. Did we not come here to... You, Adirin! You herald the end of our way of life! You are a scourge upon our city! The citizens of Paradise have come to hear the truth. They need to know what will befall us if we do not deal with you. You can enforce your laws on the mainland, but you cannot stop me here. Paradise will never concede to you. You represent everything they stand for. You will find no peace here.
Wish they had a back entrance. Your cronies here aren't popular.
Welcome to our shrine, envoy.
Wodica. She's gotten a lot more popular since your people arrived.
Gods, what a mess.
Ugh, what sweaty Adherent beast used my chair? At least I can sit down. Sores on my feet still haven't healed from my last post.
Humor me. You've met the Adherent Queen. Does that actually look like her?
Please be envoy.
Sometimes I think having money is really about the view.
Go ahead, envoy.
With all due respect, Captain, you have no jurisdiction over the Paradise Militia.
This building is Adiran property. Your people have no business being here.
I understand that, but you can't just march up to the gate and order my soldiers around.
Then order them to get away from our property, or I'll use more than harsh language. Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more Adirans to settle this untamed land. I am Alfir, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Ludwin. How else should one take one's rank, envoy? This sergeant of the Paradise Militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better? No one was doing anything to Captain Alfir's soldiers. Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. We all have other jobs to get back to. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot.
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple. Very well, envoy. Though it would be easier to do my job if there were fewer distractions.
I suppose you'll have to rely on that famous Adiran discipline then. Many thanks, envoy.
Oh my. Merciful gods. You're the inspiration I've been looking for. Please, allow me to memorize your sacred features. Let me burn them into my unworthy eyes and dash them upon the canvas. Yes. Yes! Oh, I came on too strongly, didn't I? Oh, ruined the painting I haven't even started. Curse me for a fool. Helia blessed me with the gift of artistic expression, but that's no excuse for rudeness. Oh, please, accept my apology.
Brood. I was going to warn you not to trip over yourself.
I can paint a grotesque beauty or a beautiful grotesquerie, and yet there is little beauty to be found in these dark times. Of course you're right. And if I need to brave the unknown, sacrificing my life to the quest, so be it. Farewell, my friend.
Paradise just wouldn't be...
Ugh, you are...
Please, I've got amends to make.
Fresh from the finest distilleries in Third Bourne, the only potion known to protect against the plague. Paradise! Do not be afraid of any plague. With one drop of my...
Safe to say, Andra's got a wealthy patron here somewhere.
Welcome to the temple. Hail and well met, Envoy. I knew that our paths would cross eventually, if not so suddenly. Not at all. I can always make time for a godlike. I am honored to stand in your presence. You serve a higher calling, just as I do. The Living Lands is closer to the gods than any other part of Aora. That's what my prayers have told me. Now, if you don't mind, I must attend to my duties. Remember your faith, for the gods have entrusted us with a higher purpose. Farewell, Envoy.
For now, that's gotta be finding out who killed you.
Gods be with you.
Militia headquarters. Stay on their good side, and we won't have to go in.
Hail.
Welcome to my shop, Envoy. We keep the city safe as best we can. Happy? Have I... Yeah, I've lived here my entire life. So did my parents and their parents before them. Couldn't tell you. Been so long the family's forgotten. Don't really care, honestly. Hail.
Move along, Adirin.
Gods, I hope she can help. Please, hear my prayers.
They say a strong soul can withstand this dream scourge. She'll see that mine's healthy, right? Oh. What's taking? Hey, wait your turn!
Watcher sees all. The Watcher knows all. Your soul, envoy. Your very soul is in danger. The Watcher can see it. The Watcher knows. An envoy. A godlike. Two destinies come together. How curious. The Watcher can see into your soul. The Watcher knows. There is a soul plague descending onto the city, godlike. A plague that will endanger you. But the Watcher can see that your soul may still be saved. A gracious soul you have. A wealthy soul. The Watcher does not peddle slop. The Watcher provides deliverance from this soul plague. The Watcher must eat to help godlike. The Watcher asks for little in return. Or what? You'll have me shut down? You can't prove anything. At least I'm giving people hope. Can you, Adirin, say the same? Get out, godlike. I have other patrons waiting for me.
Are you having strange dreams too?
The Dream Scourge is only going to bring more people like her out of the woodwork.
Adirans have come quietly. They will not take us by force, but with rules and charters. They will. The Adirans only see us as soiled justice.
are alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. I look forward to hearing about it in your report. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisian rebels must face justice. The choice is yours, as will be the consequences. All I ask is that you use your best judgment.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created. even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. Oh, before you go, we received a report from Liviana about your condition. Apparently, you're in fine shape. Once your killer has been dealt with, you can come and go as you please. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Tracking down mysterious assassins with a godlike who returned from death, all while the rumored dream scourge spreads. Can't say I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
None of the clerks believe my story.
First time in my life I ever really felt part of something. Now it's gone.
Haven't you adherents taken enough?
You're looking well. Wonderful. And how did it go? That's unusual, but strictly speaking, not unhealthy. Anything else? No holding back now. Remember, I'm your healer. No judgments. Fascinating. This happened in the living lands, so the answers must be here somewhere. Your brush with the Beyond has clearly done some harm, but I can't think of a reason not to let you go heal on your own. What would I do? No one ever asks me that. I would live a full life. There's no better way to heal an injured soul. Come by any time you need to get stitched back together. You know where to find me.
Glad to hear your soul's in one piece. Let's try and keep it that way, all right?
Envoy, what can I do for you? That was a long time ago. I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back. It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the Grinning Balrog.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same. Nothing to see here, Envoy. The situation's under control. I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwine understands. I assume you do too.
I am. But there's no shame in taking pride in your work either. You understand what it takes to maintain order. We're going to do great things with you around.
I'm not saying violence is never the answer, but she's a little too keen to deploy it.
Paradise is getting more dangerous by the hour.